Francisco Trinaldo versus Jai Herbert is a lightweight bout. Francisco Trinaldo has a record 25 wins, 7 losses. Jai Herbert has a record 10 wins, 1 loss. Alright, so first off, the first thing I have to say is Francisco is 41 years old. I mean, I don't know what they're feeding him in Brazil, but clearly it's working. He's actually been in the UFC since 2002, where he actually started off by an amazing first-round KO over Delson Heleno. After his first win, he fought Gleison Tibau, and I would say that Francisco was doing better on the feet with more significant strikes, but in the fight, he actually got taken down a total of 5 times, which ended up giving him his first loss in the UFC. After that fight, he came back with back-to-back submission wins over CJ Keith in the second round and Mike Rio in the first. At this point, he was 3-1 inside the UFC, but that all changed when he fought someone sort of similar to him at the time in Piotr Hallman, who actually achieved 2 takedowns, got a lot of ground and pound and control time, giving Trinaldo his second UFC loss. His next fight after that was pretty close against Jesse Robson, as the strike differential was so small, but just because Francisco got a takedown in the fight, he was awarded the victory. After that fight, he fought a really skilled fighter in Michael Chiesa, and I have to say, Trinaldo got himself whooped in that fight, as Chiesa, he just took Trinaldo down and landed 121 strikes to 23, giving Trinaldo a record of 4-3 inside the UFC. In his next fight, it honestly could have gone either way, with Trinaldo having 67 strikes to 63 strikes, 36 significant strikes to 26 strikes, but the part that made this fight go either way was the fact that his opponent achieved 4 takedowns, but that didn't really matter, as Trinaldo ended up winning the fight by decision. That fight was actually a start to a pretty huge win streak, as in his next fights, he beat Akmar Arreololi by decision, Norman Park by decision, Chad LaPriest by first-round KO, Ross Pearson by decision, Yancy Medeiros by decision, and Paul Felder by KO. But, as most of us know, everyone who beats Paul Felder loses their next fight, as in Trinaldo's next fight against Kevin Lee, the fight honestly looked pretty even in the first round, and I think I would have given the edge to Trinaldo, and he was looking good, but in the middle of the second round, Kevin Lee took him down and submitted Trinaldo, breaking his, 6-fight win streak. After that loss, he beat Jim Miller by decision, and after that, he fought James Vick, but he lost that one. Then, after that, he went on, in my opinion, what should have been a 2-fight win streak, as he beat Evan Dunham by KO, but then he lost a decision to Alexander Hernandez, who I actually think he beat. After that, he beat Bobby Green by decision, but honestly, when you look at the numbers, I think Green won that fight, and then comes his most recent fight against John McDessie, who I actually also think beat Trinaldo by decision. Okay, now let's take a look at his opponent, Jai Herbert. Jai Herbert is actually making his UFC debut, as he previously held a Cage Warriors belt. Currently, he's actually on a 6-fight win streak, with 5 of them coming by way of KO. Okay, so in this fight, I have to say that I think Jai Herbert is probably going to want to stay on the feet, and Trinaldo might want to take Jai down. Now, I'm not really sure what Trinaldo's game plan is going to be, but I'm pretty sure he'll just keep the fight up for a little bit, see who's the better striker, which in my opinion is Jai, and if he ever figures that out, I think he'll start going for some takedowns, but yeah, that leads to my prediction. I think that even though Trinaldo has so much experience inside of the UFC and outside of the UFC, I have to say, he still looks good, but I'm going to have to give the win to Jai Herbert by decision. Alright, if you agree, disagree, or just have something to say, make sure to put it in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to get back to every single one of those comments. Make sure to like, subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss the absolute best MMA content out there. It's been fun, but I'm out of here.